Department. I work in the Crimes Against Persons section of the Investigative Services Division. Just here briefly covering a homicide that occurred here in Sioux Falls on November 4th, 2025 at about 5 in the morning. A weapons violation call came out in the 3500 block of South Larch Avenue. Initial information was that someone was shot and that a girl had been shot in the arm or head. This was under CFS 25-239327. Officers responded and encountered 2 adult females who had been shot. One of those individuals died on scene and the other was transported to a nearby hospital for care. There were other individuals inside of this residence as well. The homicide victim that died on scene was identified as Bonita Christine Keeble, who is a 43-year-old Sioux Falls resident. Officers quickly identified a suspect of the shooting who was found to be Cray Cleveland Bluebird, who is a 18-year-old Sioux Falls resident. He was located in a nearby building. Due to the nature of this call, our SWAT team and negotiation team responded to the area. Ultimately, Cray was located in that nearby building. Yesterday, an arrest warrant was secured for Cray Bluebird, November 6th, and for various charges, and he was held on a $1 million bond, or currently is being held on a $1 million bond. Cray was served the warrant at the Minnehaha County Jail. On Wednesday, an autopsy took place and the provisional manner of death is homicide. 6 individuals were in the residence that was shot, and 3 individuals were in the residence where the shooter was, and that includes the shooter. So these charges, there's 12 charges that came out from this so far, and 3 of those counts are murder in the first degree. One of those is premeditated and 2 are related to the commission of a crime. 3 other charges are attempted murder first degree, 2 charges of attempted robbery first degree, 3 charges of attempted burglary first degree, and a charge of grand theft, possessing or receiving stolen property. Just another situation where officers did an exceptional job initially, and our investigators, crime lab, and detectives, they continue and have done a diligent, exceptional job working this case for these individuals that were victimized here. We also continue to work closely with the State Attorney's Office regarding this matter. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Can you just clarify quick? You said 6 people were in the residence, and how many were hit by bullets?
2.
2.
So the deceased and then 1 other adult female.
Perfect. And then the arrest warrant was yesterday, you said?
Correct.
So where was he from the time the homicide happened until yesterday?
He was served at the Minnehaha County Jail. That's where he was at.
Okay, for other charges?
That's for something I can't expand on. I would refer you over to probation to get additional information about that.
So he was on probation?
Like I said, I would reach out to them.
Okay.
Into that. Our suspect here, Cray Bluebird, he's an 18-year-old Sioux Falls resident.
You mentioned that when you did find him, he was in a nearby building. Was that like in that area, that apartment complex area in a building? Like,
yeah, I was right in that immediate vicinity. Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Did he know somebody over there, or like, I guess, why was he in that building? He left the scene of the crime and maybe took off.
He appeared to be familiar with that residence.
This is the 3rd homicide at that property in this year. Do police have any plans to like up, security in that area or anything like that? Just, the 3rd homicide, that's a lot for that area.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's a great question. So it's definitely a spot that has an increased focus on our end. It's an area that we have taken proactive steps to be able to handle these types of incidents that occur there. It's definitely a focus for us, and we're aware of the multiple homicides that have occurred there. So it's definitely something we continue to have a conversation on.
The gun that was used to shoot both of the victims in this case, in court documents it says it was stolen from a truck. Is that, I guess, it was never reported stolen, is that correct? Like, the gun that was used?
That's a great question. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to go down that line at this time, but yes, that would be listed in the court documents there that the firearm was stolen.
The 6 people that were in the residence, I mean, did they all live together, or was this like a social gathering? It was 5 a.m, so I think about drugs and alcohol, it's right by a casino. And then were there kids there, I guess is what I'm wondering. So I'm wondering who the 6 people were that were in the apartment at the time of the homicide, and then if there were any children.
Sure. So all those individuals were familiar with each other. I'm not sure on their relationships exactly. Some of them were definitely related to each other. There were no young children at the residence. There was a juvenile there, however.
Do you have any motive?
Nothing that I can divulge at this time.
Maybe you mentioned this, but how did he get into that residence when he shot both people?
Sure. I guess that's not something I don't think it's appropriate for me to release at this time. You certainly have access to those court documents, but at this time, we're not able to release that.
Were any of the other people, besides the 2 victims, any injuries amongst them?
Good question. No other injuries have been reported, or none that we observed. Anything else? Thanks, guys.